Hello, Christian.
Hello, Brandon.
For full disclosure, would you be comfortable recalling as many vaccines that you have personally taken as possible?
Yes, the vaccine. Well, I could not tell you the name. However, I have taken what you could consider half of a vaccine. What that means is there were two set appointments where I was to get, pardon me, one vaccine shot at one date, and then another at a later date. I did get the one the first time, however, I did not go for the second one. Reason being, just didn't feel like it. Didn't feel a need. Felt strong. It was unnecessary. Was not needed.
This is the COVID-19 vaccine that you're referring to?
Yes.
Would you consider your decision to get the first shot but not the second shot an ideological one?
I wouldn't really say so. It was more so of was no longer interested in pursuing the vaccine. In terms of other vaccines, I've gotten flu shots. I've gotten all types of other shots for all those other different kinds of ailments and whatnot that all people struggle with. But other than that, that's about it, really.
How can you tell if or when a vaccine is safe, effective, and necessary?
Honestly, I don't believe that you can really know for sure, 100%, but you can get an idea based off of what, media, words from people you may know, the government. There are so many other individuals, groups, etc., that you can look towards to give yourself an idea as to the urgency and the need to pursue and take and receive said vaccines.
What specifically do you consider to be a trusted source when it comes to seeking vaccine information?
I believe you can look to trusted doctors and individuals who have knowledge in the medical field, but those who more specifically can give you the facts that'll make you feel safe and that'll make you feel like you can trust what is being delivered to you.
How do you view America's response to the COVID-19 vaccine and the policies they implemented?
I feel as though some were a bit, maybe, quick to jump the gun, perhaps. But when a disease such as COVID hits, it really does strike fear into the populace. And it being human nature, when us humans are filled with fear, it can kind of, can hold you back in a way. And what I mean by that is it can prevent you from thinking with a clear mind, because fear is a very powerful emotion. And when you are enveloped in that fear, it can mess with your decision-making skills, and it can lead you astray, if you will.
What are some commonly held beliefs by the American public that you view as misconceptions about vaccines?
Well, many believe that vaccines do more harm than the disease itself. However, that is simply not the case. What a vaccine is, in its entirety, in its existence, is basically the virus itself. It is being, as the virus, but in a lower, amount, a lower amount. But basically, it is injected into your body, and it allows the body then absorbs the vaccine, and it allows your body to get used to the disease, so that your body can obtain and grow and strengthen an immunity to said disease, which will then allow you to fight it better, and in the end, fight it and counteract it.
What, if anything, would you change about America's approach to vaccines?
I would say that America should, when vying for the vaccine, shouldn't put it on a pedestal that it will completely ruin or completely make the disease, if you will. You have to see it as a way to, fight the disease and, in the end, overcome it.
Would you say that the media handled the COVID-19 vaccine in a responsible or irresponsible way?
I feel as though they definitely could have handled it in a more responsible way. Now, was it completely irresponsible? No, but it definitely could have been approached in a different way. There were some political individuals who saw it that those who weren't obtaining the vaccine should be punished in a way, which is an action that is quite insane, if you will, a bit maybe premature. They should definitely, deliver the vaccine as not a scary thing, but as something that can empower you, fill you with strength and responsibility.
If you had a child, how early into the vaccine distribution process would you allow them to take a new vaccine?
Me, personally, I would like to, I wouldn't say early stage, probably more so towards the middle stage, if you will. That way, at that point, scientists and doctors have had time to develop and improve the vaccine so that the amount of side effects that may occur after taking said vaccine can be diminished to the least amount possible.
Realistically, how much should a vaccine cost to the consumer at the point of service?
The cost should not be something that is completely unattainable. The cost should be something that is... Now, I'm not saying it should be dirt cheap, because doing that would instill doubt in the vaccine and whether it would help you in the long run anyway. So it should definitely be a price that is very much affordable to pretty much anyone. That way, those who truly do need it can get it. Therefore, their chances of surviving whatever disease may be afflicting them, their chances increase, and that is always the goal, should be the goal that is strived towards.
Would you like to use your platform now to speak to either the American citizens or government about their approach to vaccines, or as it relates to the American public, their general conceptions of it?
I would say that it would be a great way to reach out to the individuals of America and anyone else really who would take the time to view this platform, and just to let them know that a vaccine should not be an object of fear. Now, of course, there is always going to be uncertainty. There is always going to be doubt. But those things can be overcome, and I believe that they should do so.